Morning, everybody. This is Johnny Smith with your executive summary for stock setups for Wednesday. Let's check it out. We've got the SPY, of course, has been bouncing along support over the last few days. Now we'll just take a quick look at the open range template so you can see those lines drawn in there for you. So look, I mean, it's been a bounce. It's been a weak bounce so far, but certainly there is some bullishness coming in. And what I know about these markets is the moment you expect it to break down, it has one last bounce. So don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see this market rally up into this open range, because the open range dictates that by the end of this week we close between 275 and 270, basically within that general range. I wouldn't be surprised to see us rally up to 275 and then drop back into that by the end of the week. That is the best case scenario for the short term for the bulls. The best case scenario for the bears is that we start rolling over tomorrow and break down through this support, which would then give us a target down towards 230 on the SPY. So these next few days are going to be very interesting. However, it is a split market. Certainly, we're not seeing bullishness across the board. We're seeing some stocks go up and a lot of stocks still go down. So again, it's not a stock market, it's a market of individual stocks, and that is the importance of having smart money in your favor by looking at the smart money indicators and utilizing the smart money setups. So of course, that's why you're all here. So let's get to it. RUN is one of the smart money setups that we, of course, talked about as an entry at 12.16 about 2 weeks ago. We also sent out an alert today that it was breaking through its more conservative entry signal, which was there at 13.23, I believe it was. But anyway, it continued to push up. Great close, up 8.29% on 3.5 million shares approximately. So great rally today. I look at raising the stop to 12.31. There is a momentum target here of at least 15.87, but could certainly continue on from there. So RUN looking great as of today, well, as of the last few days. You've also got RGSE, which we had been looking at for quite a while. I own a bunch of this since 36 cents. It's close to that 72 and right at the 20-day moving average. So we'll watch to hopefully see this have a rebound rally tomorrow. But again, nothing wrong with taking a small bit of profit, and I would certainly consider updating the stop signal to 54 cents. CYH is the next one. This is holding beautifully. The consolidation has been fantastic. It's held above the 50-day moving average. It's trying to break through this 200-day moving average right now. There you go. It's clicking on and off the screen. So if it breaks above 386, this with volume especially, that could be the leg for the next part of the rally and a possible new entry point. So keep your eyes on CYH tomorrow also. One of our favorites here at the office is IDT. It has been for a while. We've talked about it multiple times. IDT is bounced off its moving average beautifully as of today and yesterday. And again, the next target here on IDT is 943. However, it could easily get up to around 1183, which is the third target. Okay. Now, moving on from that, we have Sohu, S-O-H. You know what I'm talking about. SOHU holding up really nice as well. The next target is 25.93. I'd increase the stop signal, however, to 18.60, which is going to be a slight increase just to kind of lock in some of that move and some of that potential profit you may have made. But a break above 22 is going to be the real catalyst for the next part of the move. And if it breaks 22, you could have a rally all the way up to 27. So that would again offer you another entry point if you're not in it and looking for other possible trades. There's one to check out. Last one on the existing setup list is EOLS. EOLS is also trying to gain some strength. Little bit early right now. The moving averages are consolidating, so I wouldn't be jumping at this if you're not in it already. We'll wait to see what happens over the next few days. Now, on the short side, SITE has its target in sight, pun intended totally. I'd lower the stop signal to 64.07. 54.13 is the target. target in sight. The next target from there would be 48.83. Check it out. You've also got SFLY, Sierra Frank Lima Yankee Poodle came to town, and that one is looking like it's going to possibly turn over as well. I'd lower the stop signal potentially there to 55.35, and there's Shutterfly. KORS, Michael Kors. Their handbags are on sale. So is their stock. It's down at 44.21. I look at lowering the stop to $50.54 to lock in some of that move. Again, more downside potential there, but protect your position as it goes. This is a huge drop we've had since the entry signal. Don't turn a winner into a loss if you're in that one. Grubhub, very similar, down 5.43% today. And that's just continuing to rock. So I'd look at lowering the stop to 89.30. Still looks good for a trade setup, even if you were to get in at this point. So ride the momentum while it's there. Same thing with TNET. TNET's also a smart money setup. All of these are, in fact. I'd look at lowering the stop to 45.85. Still looks good for an entry if it actually breaks below 42.36. The targets there are 39.57 and 33.77. WEX. Another very successful setup. Again, look, you can see the difference between the longs and the shorts. They're moving in total counter trend scenarios and patterns. I'd look at lowering the stop on WEX to 164.23. A nice head and shoulders breakdown that looks like it could possibly continue. And I'd look at the next target of 133.36. Now, in terms of some new setups, this is your Technical Tuesday list. This will be the list that we'll be looking at for now to the end of the month. And again, this week's list looking at a possible head and shoulder pattern there on KAI. Now, what you can also see, however, is that you've got a bit of a down trend line support. So with this one, I'd be looking for a break below 89.43. The target would be 77.33, which is an extension of this level of the head and shoulder. And as you can see, that brings us down towards that level. So I'd be looking at, again, 97.13 as a stop, target 77.33, and looking at 89.44 as a potential entry if it breaks below. You've also got WWW, and WWW is one we talked about in Trading Room. So this is not from our smart money list, but one that we talked about in the room. So I wanted to discuss it for you in case you missed Trading Room. Again, you can see that there is some viability there, and more so actually if we look at that level. But this was one setup from the audience that we did discuss in Trading Room, so I wanted to chat about it. Again, oscillating, and with WWW, if let's have a look, if it breaks below 31.15, would be a possible entry. Look at a stop at 34.74, target 1, 28.17, target 2, 25.63. HMSY is the third of 4 short setups, and you've got HMSY as a stop signal at 36.23. Target 1 is 31.64. We discussed this at length in Trading Room as insider selling. Beautiful money flow divergence, and that one's not looking too bad. And last on this new short list, ALK. Actually, no, that's not one we were too fond of. Scratch that one. Okay. On the long list, these are the new longs for the rest of the week. BECN. Now this one is a setup that we didn't mind too much at all. It doesn't look too bad. Good insider buying, and BECN I'd be looking at a stop signal of $30.43 and a target using the continuation of that channel breakout of 45.18. Again, good insider buying. You've also got NWL, which has very strong insider buying. I'd be looking at a break of 24.13. I'd be looking at a stop signal of 21.83. $30.70 is the first target, and on from there, potential momentum. So that one's not looking too bad either. BPTH is the next. Again, fallen angel potential setup. Great Twigs money flow. This one doesn't have insider buying. One of the very few that I've alerted that doesn't have it. But it's more of a technical setup. I could have a target of 84 cents, and I'd look at a stop loss of 48 cents. And this is purely based on the smart money indicator down the bottom and the insider, excuse me, and the pattern. X-ray was one we talked about as a possible long if it breaks above 655. We'd be looking at a stop signal of 618, a target of 703, and a second target of 743. If it continues to rally, the third target would be 883. Oh, sorry. This is the wrong one I'm talking about here. Let me backtrack for a second. X-ray. There we go. Yeah, break of or an entry potentially here. Stop 36.37, I should say. Break above 38.35 would be a more conservative entry, and I'd be looking at a target of $40.43. Okay. Sorry. Now on to ABDC. I'd be looking at a break above 655 here. This is a channel that had been going down for a while that has now formed a pennant, potentially a flag. So I'd be looking for a break above 655, and I'd be looking at a stop signal here of 618 just underneath the support. Looking at a target one of 703 with a second target of 743, as I was saying before, and a third target of 883. And last but not least, WNC, not doing too badly at all. This is again is a possible consolidation play. Again, if it breaks above 16.15, possible move here. Up towards this fallen angel kind of setup. Again, it's a different kind of fallen angel than you may be used to, and so I wait for it to break above 16.15, target 18.33, and second target momentum. Stop signal would be 14.95, I should say. So there it is. You've got a few longs and a few shorts. Again, the idea of having hedges is expect to lose on some of them. The idea is that the strong one should outperform the market in either direction, and overall you're left with a profit. But of course, as always, trade within your comfort level and look at the patterns that you're comfortable with. That's it for tonight. Have a wonderful day tomorrow and happy trading.